occurred at a Mormon church in Grand Blanc Township in Michigan, which has killed at least 4 people and wounded 8 others. Now, authorities say that the suspect is a Thomas Jacob Sanford, aged 40 years old. He drove a vehicle through the front doors of the Latter-day Saints Church building and opened fire at the attendees with his assault rifle. Investigators believe that the suspect also deliberately set fire at the church before breaking inside it, which grew into a large blaze. It was later extinguished by the responding officers and recovery crew. The Michigan police chief has held a new press conference providing a briefing about the incident. Take a look at what he has to say.
There is a couple additional bodies that we've discovered in the church. So that makes our total victim count up to 4 victims. As I said before, there has already been the suspect who is deceased as well. So we have 5 deceased persons from this tragic incident. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of this incident that could have been completely avoided. And it's very tragic, and that's not what our community is. I'm confident that we're going to overcome this, as Grand Blanc always overcomes these type of incidents.
In fact, the Michigan police chief also informed that the responding officers near the site arrived within 30 seconds of a 911 call, and they neutralized the suspect within 8 minutes in the back parking lot. Take a look.
What we know right now is that a 40-year-old suspect from Burton, he's a male, he drove his vehicle through the front doors of the church. He then exited his vehicle, firing several rounds at individuals within the church. 10 gunshot victims have been transported to local hospitals at this time, including one who has been deceased. Officers who were trained immediately responded to the area. One was a DNR officer, and then one was a Grand Blanc Township officer, where they met the suspect and they engaged in gunfire with that particular individual, neutralizing that suspect, and that suspect is no longer with us. During all this incident as well, there was a fire that occurred, and we believe that was deliberately set by the suspect. We do believe that we will find additional victims once we have that scene secure. That fire was just extinguished by the Grand Blanc Township Fire Department within the past hour.
The FBI is now leading the investigation into this act, as they've called, of targeted violence. Listen in to what FBI Special Agent Reuben Coleman has had to say.
I can confirm at this time that the FBI is now leading the investigation and is investigating this as an act of targeted violence. FBI crisis response teams, such as our evidence response teams, SWAT, Special Agent bomb technicians, victim specialists, were deployed to the scene. We also have special agents who are continuing to conduct interviews and intelligence and professional staff personnel providing research and analysis.
Law enforcement officials say that there could be as many as 7 people still unaccounted for in the damaged church building, and this could include survivors who have not yet been able to contact their families. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump has also condemned the attack on the Mormon church in Michigan, describing it as a targeted attack on Christians. He has further urged the public to pray for the victims and their families, and has called for an immediate end to the epidemic of violence in the United States of America. There, of course, is the statement that Donald Trump has put out on his platform, Truth Social. He stated that he's been briefed on the horrendous shooting that took place at a church in Grand Blanc in Michigan. The FBI was immediately on the scene and will be heading the investigation, providing full support to state and local officials. All right, viewers, due to paucity of time, that's all we have for this bulletin. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned on NewsX World.